What's up, team? It's Megan the Unicorn. I'm back out here in these streets, headed to work, running just a pinch late. Got my Dunkin', got me a little bit of Popeyes. Don't get on my back. I haven't had no greasy, delicious food in a minute. I got me a 2-piece of red beans and rice with a little biscuit and a little honey. And I'm not gonna hold you. It's probably gonna take me my entire shift to eat it, but I'm gonna eat it. I try to keep a healthy balance going on in my world. So if your girl want a little bit of greasy food during ovulation week, she gonna have a little bit of greasy food during ovulation week. I was listening to an Instagram post today, and maybe I figure out a way to repost it, or maybe I'll attach it to this or something like that. But saying how most physical health studies and biological health studies and stuff like that are geared towards men, right? And at the minute, the girl was referring to the fact that we need 8 hours of sleep a day. And what she said is women need 10 hours of sleep a day. That's how we all find ourselves in these distressed emotional and mental places. And also not having the fortitude or wherewithal to be able to prioritize ourselves physically, mentally, or emotionally. And so I bring that up because I have a good friend that's a personal trainer. He is a man. His physique is masterful, okay? Godly, all right? But with that being said, I asked him, I'm trying to get my abs down, concave. Remember I told y'all that? And he like, you need the intermittent fast, and that's how you gonna get it down. But that kind of didn't sit well with me because I don't like restricting myself in that way. Now, I don't really care how people feel about that, but in my self-love growth journey, balance is key. And I used to be very religious, so I don't really subscribe to anything that's gonna have me in any strict, rigid rules. I feel like that's more of a masculine. People need that energy, like men need structure and rigidity and all of that. So like the advice he gave me didn't really sit well with me, so I didn't go by it. 99991 as I speak, which represents the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new thing. But nevertheless, it didn't sit well with me, so I didn't go by it. And by George, I'm still getting my 6-pack, right? Not to say that the advice he gave wouldn't have worked for me, but what I'm saying is as a loving woman, as a loving mother to my body, I'm going to give her what she needs when she needs it. We're not going to overindulge. We're not going to do too much. Because I do know when too much is being done, my body will tell me, okay? And your body will tell you too. That's the thing. That's why we have to learn our bodies. We have to get close to our body. So anyway, what the young lady was saying is that intermittent fasting is not good for women. Our bodies are superior. Our bodies hold life. Our bodies have the portal, the womb, right? And she was saying how in Christianity, they consume the body of Christ. They take his blood. And how is it that patriarchy, misogyny, society feels like the woman's body is the inferior body when it endures the most? So anywho, that's just food for thought. Just a little morsel to help you change your mind today. Maybe change your mind about how you talk to yourself, how you talk to and about your body. A couple years ago, before I started my journey, I had started working on my mental health, physical health, and emotional health all at the same time. But before then, before I changed my mind, I talked to myself and my body negatively. I would grab the big flap of fat that was hanging over my panties, and I would say, I'm gonna cut you off, right? And I would say to myself, if I can't work out and get the stomach down, I'm gonna go get lipo, or I'm gonna go get whatever. And that's nothing against the ladies that do, because baby, I was. But let me tell you, I had watched a YouTube video about a young lady saying how she changed the composition of her body just simply by the way she used her words, the way she thought, and how she spoke to herself in the mirror. And that's a part of how I began to change my mind and my body. to infinity and beyond, you guys.